Hi everyone, Maxine here with Tink and I Treasures. Welcome back to my studio. Today I was making some ephemera using our beloved Edith Holden, and I thought I would share with you an idea. Some of her pictures are, quite large. They're a full page, and yet they're really pretty. You don't want to lose the picture, but using such a large one can be a challenge. So I've come along. This idea is not new. I've seen it done on some other videos. I don't recall seeing it done with Edith Holden, but that doesn't mean someone hasn't. Anyway, so let's get started. So I have marked little places to cut. I want this to be about 7.5 tall and about 5 inches wide. So I tried to make marks where I could cut and not lose, too awful much of the picture. I'm saving these, by the way, because Edith Holden strips make really good collage later. So, yeah, so I'm just, I'm going to lose F in February. I wonder what I can do here. So what does that make this? 5 and a tad over 5 1/4. So I think I can get away with that. But I lost my mark on the height of this. So let me redo that. So 7.5. Okay. And I didn't tell you, but I kept the page behind it. So keeping those. So I had the page behind it, and I just kept it on there. Because now what we're going to do is open this up, and we're going to put a tiny bead of glue just around the edges, as straight as possible. And I can't cut straight, and I can't glue straight either, so there you go. But you could use anything for this second page. I mean, you could use just a plain piece of paper. I just thought, why not, since the page behind it was pretty much just text. And then just line them up. Better than what I just did here. Yeah, there we go. And get those glued together. All right, now we want to let that dry well. So now we need another piece of paper, and we want it to be a little bit shorter than the width. So we're gonna trim it about there. I'm not actually measuring stuff, I'm just there, if you can see that. And then we want it to be shorter than the length by a little bit. So I will cut this and then tell you what the measurement is. So this piece, as you can see, it's got kind of a 1/4 inch border all around. The top and bottom looks like it might be a little bit more. So this piece here is about 5 1/4 wide by 7 1/2 tall, and this piece is 4 3/4 wide and about, well, it's between 6 1/4 and 6 1/2 tall. So I'm gonna ink up on the sides and the bottom a little bit. This is printed coffee dyed paper. It's not actually coffee dyed, it's printed to make it look like coffee dyed. So it doesn't have that lovely crunch like actual coffee dyed, you know, paper that's been wet and dried has, you know what I mean. Okay, so this has probably had a chance to get good and stuck down, right? So now what you want to do is decide where you're going to cut this. You can cut it in half. You can cut it, you can cut it anywhere that makes sense for the picture, right? So I think I'm going to cut it right there. So now we've got these pieces here. So yeah, you just cut it anywhere it makes sense, you know, for the picture. I'm going to go ahead and ink around here and across the cut through the middle of it. Okay, now what we want to do is do a dry fit and just make sure that that slips into the top okay, and will slip into the bottom. And we want those to come together. It's not quite coming together perfectly, but we can adjust that. So what we want to do is let's see, put on some glue just you know, at the top of this, just a little bit. Don't go down too far because I'm not sure how far up into here we're getting, so you don't want your glue to be coming down too far. Ugh. All right, so this is a tricky bit. There's always a tricky bit, isn't there? Okay, so just slide that in there. Slide that in there without it sticking everywhere. Try to get it as straight as you can. So that looks like it's cockeyed. Oh, come on. Oops. Nope. Try it again. Okay. I think that, oops. Wow, that's crockeye. That's cockeyed too, isn't it? Oops, there we go. Is that better? That's good. Okay, push it down. Call it good. Call it a day. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know how far up in here that top part goes. It depends on your glue job when you put, when you put the two sides together. But see, you have a front and a back. Okay, now, and again, the back is finished. If you use a page of Edith Holden, then your back is nice. And it's a good way to use up pages that are just text too. All right, so oh, for heaven's sakes. Let's see, what do I need here? Okay, so it looks like we need to cut off about 1/4 of an inch or so. Okay, let's see here. Well, I'll probably do a little bit more than that. Oops, just to make sure. Okay, see if that works. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. Ta-da! Just like that. So now you've got your full picture, which is still intact. Plus, you have a little hidden journaling spot to put into your journal. So anyway, that's kind of fiddly there. Okay, there we go. You might want to make that inside panel a little bit smaller than what I did, maybe. I think I was probably pushing the envelope there. But yeah, just have to work with it and make sure you have a piece that's going to work out okay. But there you have it. Edith Holden, full page, beautiful picture, still intact, front and back. Is nice, and this is something that you can clip into a journal. You could glue down this bottom part if you wanted to and just have this top part that can be pulled out. You could do that, or you could just slip this in with a paper clip or something like that into your journal. So anyway, that was my little idea for today. I hope you liked that. And this technique can be used with anything, with any larger picture that you want to keep intact and you want to use. This is a great way to use it and still be able to put it into your journal. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and as always, take care of you, love each other, and I'll see you again. Bye.